Injuries, no illnesses. The same almost can be said for Greenway. They will be missing one player with the flu.
Well, and that happens, and hopefully the Broncos can take advantage of that and get out there and kind of ruin the streak that Greenway's got going these days.
And we are going to go ahead and take our first quick break here. We'll be coming back. I think we'll go visitors first. Sarah Schaffhauser Wright back on the other side. You are listening to Bronco Basketball here on KGHS and RJBroadcasting.com.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Please stop in and see me, Tim Anderson, or give us a call at 218-283-4488.
Got a favorite color? For Sammy's Pizza artists, it's red. The bright, beautiful red of our sauce with a secret mix of seasonings used to paint our canvas. Fresh dough made daily is sculpted by eager artists who create our signature crimped crusts. Sammy's Pizza artists, classically schooled by the masters. The tradition of Sammy's Pizza continues. Go to mysammys.com to find the location near you.
It's easy to pay yourself first.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Chris Norton, Schaffhauser Wright with the Greenway Raiders coming into tonight's game pregame. You come in with, I believe, 12 wins on the year. How do you feel about your team right now?
We're playing really good right now. Obviously, the flu's going around, so we're down a few kids tonight, but just playing really strong, playing together as a team. So.
You mentioned the flu. How many kids do you think you're missing in tonight's game?
7 through 12, we probably have 6 kids gone, but tonight we only have 1 at the varsity level. So.
It could be a lot worse this time of year.
Yep.
With the section coming in, it's been pretty tough so far. Got a big section game tonight as well. You see this as a pretty big chance to improve on the year and move up the rankings?
Definitely. We've had our eye on IFLs for a couple of years now, and So seeing how we're doing and watching film and everything, and I think we're going to do some good things tonight.
And for those Broncos fans who maybe didn't catch the LBF game, what can they expect from your team tonight in terms of tempo and strategy?
Definitely have learned a lot from that game. That was a great learning experience for all of our girls. So definitely we look to push the ball. That's what we do. And we'll see what we can do with any presses that they throw at us. So.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
There's great winter savings right now at the Outdoorsman headquarters. For example, all in-stock fishing combos are now 25% and $50 off in-stock high-end joggers, or pay full price and receive a $99.99 free AH battery free. Check with your Outdoorsman associate for many in-store specials too, or like the Outdoorsman headquarters on Facebook to receive all the Outdoorsman Facebook specials. When it's time to go fishing, it's time to save at the Outdoorsman headquarters, International Falls.
A message from CAPE, Koochiching Area Prevention and Education.
E-cigarettes are everywhere these days. What should parents know? There are clues to look for to see if your child is vaping. You may find devices that look like flash drives, e-juice bottles, or pods. Be on the lookout for purchases made online or unusual packages that arrive in the mail. Contact CAPE for more information about e-cigarettes and vaping. Together we are strong. This ad has been funded by MNDHS Behavioral Division.
Welcome back from the gym in International Falls. Chris Norton, Phil Talmadge on hand tonight. We've got the Bronco Girls taking on the Raiders of Greenway. The Broncos come in 6-12, 12-6, 6-10 rather, 12-6 for Greenway. They've won 9 of their past 10 games. Their lone loss coming against Duluth Marshall. So pretty hot coming in, but they do have one game in common. International Falls was able to blow LBF out of the gym by 20 points, but LBF was able to beat this squad in overtime.
Yeah, that's kind of a mind-boggler right there. You know, you can't help but wonder what the situation was early on in the season. And one way or another, right now, the Broncos have a team that rolled into town here that is going to be looking to push the ball up the court and try to control that tempo right from the start of the game.
Yes, they are, and the Broncos are on a 3-game skid. But when you look at the schedule, Mesabi East, Crosby, Arrington, and Cherry, 3 of the toughest teams really in the section. So it's a pretty difficult road, but they've got a couple that they can come back with. After tonight, they'll be playing Virginia, ESCO, and LBF again. We'll have to see how they do there. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be coming back with my interview with head coach Jay Boyle. You are listening to Bronco Basketball on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and you may be watching as well on YourLiveEventTV.com.
Red 18! This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Sally, 44!
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho!
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly!
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Chili, chili, chili!
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike!
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious!
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Loaded with over a pound of meat and cheese. Get yours for just $10 for a limited time. Only at Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Ask for deals. Some crust types cost more. Price and participation vary. 10 per order.
36 days. That's how long it takes the average company to find their next hire. Glassdoor only matches you with qualified job candidates, so you can find them.
Chris Norton here.
After resumes. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Chris Norton here pregame with head coach Jay Boyle. Coach, team comes in on a bit of a slide here. How do you get things turned around today?
Well, we've actually been playing some really good basketball these last few games. We lost to a good Crosby Ironton team on Saturday that we had, they're actually number 1 on the south side of their subsection right now. And we were sitting at the bottom of our subsection, and we were tied with them by half. I think we were down by about 4 with about 3.5 to go. So we've been playing some good basketball, but we've also been playing some very good teams. Cherry's rated I believe in the top 10 in the single A. So the hope is, strength of the schedule is kind of will be the tail of this game. We're 6-10, or we have 6 wins. Greenway has 12 wins. I would say that our schedule is much tougher than theirs. So hopefully that's going to show for us tonight. The fact that we've been playing these hard teams and had to step it up against them. Hopefully we're going to see the benefit of that tonight.
You have had the one common opponent
or at least that's telling LBF. You did beat them by 20. LBF beat them in overtime. So we'll have to see how you guys stack up tonight. What's been the focus in practice and team meetings coming up this week?
Just a lot of stuff coming off the last games. Cherry was a very physical team. We know going into Greenway, this is a very physical team. So, boxing out, just playing tough under the boards, making sure that we're fighting position, not letting people get the position they want. That's kind of been the focus the last 2 days. And we feel like we've had 2 good practices getting ready for this one.
Anybody unavailable with injury or flu illness tonight?
Everyone's ready to roll.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, enjoy chicken, pasta, oven baked sandwiches, and salads. Satisfy your sweet tooth after dinner with a dessert like cinnamon bread twist, marbled cookie brownies, or chocolate lava cakes. Great deals are always happening at Domino's, such as $7.99 large 3-topping pizzas or medium 3-topping handmade pan pizza.
Napa Falls Supply is your locally owned and operated parts store in the Falls, where you can always find quality parts and helpful people. Napa Falls Supply is open every day of the week to serve you. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays 8 to 5, and Sundays 9 to 3, with tools, accessories, popular brands, know-how, great deals, and all the great parts you've come to expect from Napa. Stop in and see Todd and the crew today at Napa Falls Supply, Highway 53, International Falls.
Pre-planning your funeral can be difficult. It's about bringing those you love together in a time of loss, grief, and need. Green Larson Mortuary is here to help you create the most memorable and meaningful service anywhere and any way you want it. You can plan everything, including the place of celebration, day of the week, and time of the day. Musical selection, prayers and songs, and a dove, butterfly, or balloon release are also options. Take time to reflect on exactly what kind of service is appropriate for you and your family.
The Waschke Family GM Center reminds you that when you head out to do some shopping, please check here at home first. It's very important to all of us who call Borderland home, because our local small businesses not only provide goods and services we all need, they also provide jobs to many of our neighbors and friends. Shopping local makes sense.
For luxurious styling, Waschke Family GM Center has great deals on their expectation-shattering lineup, like the 2019 Buick Encore, sized to fit the way your life moves, or go big with the 2019 Buick Enclave, tomorrow's SUV for today's family, with seating up to 7. And of course, the 2019 Buick Envision. Versatility has found its style. Waschke's Family GM Center of International Falls. Visit WaschkeGM.com. Live like a pro.
Hometown sports, hometown care. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Therapy and Wellness Center's sports medicine program means comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, concussion management, and return to sport guidance. Sports are important. Rainy Lake Medical Center treats them that way. For more information, call 283-5420. That's 283-5420. Rainy Lake Medical Center. Care, compassion, community.
Wow! A crazy amount of savings at Falls Lumber Company with Hearthstone's midwinter sale. Save up to $1,000 and get a free glove set. This sale has just been extended until February 28th. Plus, get last year's pricing and no freight charges on all in-stock models. Incredible deals on all Hearthstone wood or gas stoves and fireplaces now at Falls Lumber Company. Falls Lumber Company in Hearthstone. Unbeatable.
It's a beautiful winter wonderland out there, and Border State Bank wants to help you enjoy it. Hi, this is Cindy Uso, Border State Bank President. What is your winter wish? A new ice fishing house, side-by-side, or a snow machine? How about a four-wheel drive truck or SUV? Whatever you are dreaming of, Border State Bank offers competitive loan rates and flexible terms to help make your winter wishes come true. Have fun this winter. Check out Border State Bank today, your winter wishes headquarters, member FDIC.
Pre-planning your funeral can be difficult. It's about bringing those you love together in a time of loss, grief, and need. Green Larson Mortuary is here to help you create the most memorable and meaningful service anywhere and any way you want it. You can plan everything, including the place of celebration, day of the week, and time of the day. Musical
The
selection,
Waschke Family
prayers and
GM
songs,
Center reminds
and
you
a
that when
dove,
you head out to
butterfly,
do
or
some
balloon
shopping,
release are
please
also
check here at home
Take time
first.
to reflect
It's
on
very
exactly
important
what kind
to
of
all of us
service
who
is
call
appropriate for
Borderland
you and your
home,
family.
because our local small businesses not only provide goods and services we all need, they also provide jobs to many of our neighbors and friends. Shopping local makes sense for all of us. A community reminder from the Waschke Family GM Center, ready to help you.
If you are at home, pull up your laptop and you are able to watch this game online, as well as the traditional methods on KGHS and RJBroadcasting.com. They welcome in the Greenway Raiders tonight, a team that they have not played since last year, but they have beaten 3 straight times. One common opponent that they have played this year is LBF. Broncos came out on the positive side on that. LBF was able to take down Greenway.
Yeah, and I think Coach Boyle's, hoping that the hard work this week pays off, and the playing a tougher schedule is going to have our girls better prepared for the game.
And for section, especially when that time comes at the end of the year, going to be really prepared, playing some of the best, and maybe able to win your first game. You get one of those good teams, and you may have a formula to beat them down the road.
That's right. Yeah, the whole regular season really needs to be all building up towards the end of the season and getting your team ready to go and compete at a high level and against quality opponents. So I think the girls seem to be playing good basketball right now, and just hoping to get out of this little skid they're in. But like Coach Boyle mentioned earlier, they have been playing good basketball.
And we do have our starting lineups. Go ahead, Phil.
Okay, for the Raiders, we have Kennedy Hansen start, Bailey Jo Norris, Morgan Walsh, Chloe Hansen, Jadine Seville. For the Broncos, we have Dayton Bush, Maddie Olson, Anna Windles, Holly Wold, and Chloe Sullivan.
All right, tip is away. Chloe Sullivan able to knock it back to Olson, left side from the volleyball line as we get underway here from International Falls. It is the Broncos and Raiders. Broncos going left to right. Holly Wold throws up a quick shot. Thought she got contacted there. And the Raiders able to pull down the rebound. It is Chloe Hansen dishing off to Norris. Norris cross court to Seville. Broncos in their home purples with white numbers and letters and yellow trim. Greenway in the road white with both green lettering and trim. From left side is Norris. Working the ball inside now. Hansen, ball tipped away. Seville able to save it, throws it back inside, and all alone under the rim. Rim stop was Chloe Hansen, able to come away with it now. Was Dayton Bush. Difficult opening possessions for both teams. It's Anna Windles from the left wing. Dayton Bush, right wing three. No good. Rebound coming away to the Raiders. We're a minute into this action, and there is a long throwaway pass by the Raiders.
Yeah, trying to push the ball like their coach told you in the pregame show they were going to try to do.
So far, 2 possessions for the Raiders, empty. 2 possessions for the Broncos, empty. They've got another attempt here with 1 minute gone here. No score on the board. Bit of a half-court press here. Sullivan breaks it, but her pass is blocked by Seville, and she's off and running now. Turns back, did not have numbers, goes down low. Ball knocked away, was intended for Walsh. And running that one out of bounds is Maddie Olson, Bronco ball.
Yeah, on that last possession, it's just a matter of the Broncos executing a little bit better. They have the right plan going against that half-court trap-off defense.
Sullivan was there for the pass, just again couldn't find the lane inside. Here's one to Windle. She's all alone. Layup up, and the first score of the ball game goes the Broncos' way.
Yep, and that's what they need to do. They just need to pass out of this and not try dribbling through the intense pressure they're getting on the half-court side of the game.
16:20 showing on the clock here, going left to Norris, inside to Seville. She takes one dribble, being marked by Sullivan. She takes an outside jumper, rim to the near side. Maddie Olson there for the rebound. She tips it away to Sullivan, who has to keep it away from Seville. She's across the timeline now. Holly Wold from the left wing, down low to Windles, too high, and it's going to be coming back the other way with Greenway.
Yeah, the girls just need to take a little bit more time and make better passes. What they're doing is they're doing everything right.
Just seems to be the final pass, just hasn't been there so far. But the Broncos lead at 2-0, 2 minutes gone. Hansen to Norris, left wing back to Hansen on the right. She takes a quick three and banks it home.
I didn't hear her call that, Chris. Did we give it to her?
I think you have to, but we might have to ask Dwayne, who's on a delay on your live event, if he was able to pick that up with the crowd mic. Broncos facing their first deficit at home here, 3-2. Dayton Bush from the top of the key. Passes down low, miscommunication. Hollywood had the stop and go, but decided to check up. Ball falls out of bounds.
Yeah, just getting to be a little bit too much. You can tell the Raiders' strategy is a lot of pressure in our half of the court. So Broncos need to figure out a way to pass through that.
In comes Maddie Lowe. Out goes Dayton Bush. Pulling the ball from the right wing is Seville. Tries to go inside. Ball batted away by Windles. Now down low as the Raiders retain possession. Almost a jump ball there. Forced by Hollywood. But we will get a pass out now to Seville. 3 minutes gone. Here's another three. She banked it again. Maybe that is her shot.
She must be calling those. I bet you Dwayne's picking them up with the mic down there.
And the Broncos in a quick 4-point hole, 6-2. With just over 3 minutes gone here, it is Maddie Olson throwing it inside. Pass wide for Chloe Sullivan. Another Bronco turnover. Here we do have a substitution. Haley Peterson coming in and relieving Morgan Walsh for the Raiders.
Yeah, and the Broncos just need to slow it down a little bit. Just take their time and make good passes.
14:30 left on the clock in this opening frame. From the right side of the volleyball line, picking up her dribble is Hansen. Goes inside. Now to Seville, being guarded by Sullivan, working the tightrope on the baseline, and unable to do so, stepping out of bounds. Bronco ball.
Good defense there, not giving her anywhere to go.
Using the boundary as the extra defender there. Ball comes in bounds to Wold. She is across half court now. Being picked up there by Norris. Turns and passes to Windles. He's from the right wing, inside to Sullivan. This is her game there. Finds some contact, and it's going to be an offensive foul just as she pulled up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It seemed that's not what I saw going on there. But one way or another, I'm starting to sense a little bit of frustration from the Broncos,
which is difficult this early on. Just 4 minutes into this game, 6-2. The visiting Raiders on top of the girls Broncos. Here's a three from the corner. Almost banked another one in. Rebound comes away to Hollywood. She wants to run 3-on-3. It's being backed down by Seville. Passing cross court. Dangerous. Intended for Windles. Maddie Olson able to bail her out there. Down low to Windles now. Maddie Lowe to Hollywood. Cross court pass. And she doubles back. Opts to reset the offense there. She picks up her dribble. Pass intended for Windles. Knocked away by Seville. Only Wold to beat. And Wold will draw the first foul of the game. Basket no good.
Second foul, we got but going to the free throw line for the first time.
That's right, we did have the one.
We had the one foul, but yeah, she had to get there and take that, not let her get. The good thing she did was didn't let her make the 2 points as well.
And Seville's first is up and in. 13:31 showing on the clock. A substitution, a double sub here. Back in Nicole Ramirez and Morgan Walsh for the Raiders. The only substitution the Broncos have made is Maddie Lowe in for Dayton Bush. And the second put away as well by Jaden Seville. On the court now for the Broncos, Sullivan, Olson, Wold, Lowe, and Windles. Ball inbounded to Wold. 3-on-2 here. She checks up. Wanted the three. Thought about it. She spins away instead to Maddie Olson. Olson takes the right side into Sullivan, and a blocking foul, holding foul, will be the call.
Yeah, Sullivan realizing there that she's just got to make something happen and kind of slow this game down a little bit.
Maddie Olson will put the ball in play here. She finds Sullivan up and in, and the Broncos, after a 4-minute drought, able to get back on the board here. 8-4 Raiders as they push the tempo now inside. Ball blocked away by Chloe Sullivan, and she one-hands the rebound. Almost traveled there, but able to flip it away to Wold. Passing inside now to Maddie Lowe, and another foul. Broncos, first trip to the line.
We got an injured player here on the court right now, too. One of the Raiders is out here. Emily Owett.
It looks like Emily Oviatt.
Oviatt, all right, thank you.
Well, I only knew that because we did the LBF game earlier this year. And it will be Lowe from the line. Her first up and rims out. So one more on the way. It was a shooting foul. One more on the way. 5 minutes gone. 13 even on the clock. And this one off the front rim. Tried to adjust there. Just a little bit of an overcorrection. Back coming with the ball are the Raiders. Across the timeline goes Kennedy Hansen. And she takes one step up, goes inside to Ramirez. She takes a step and an extra step. It will be a travel.
Yeah, one too many there. Kennedy Hansen's doing a good job pulling the Broncos out there. They're realizing they gotta guard her with some of the shots she's made tonight.
And Wold across the timeline now. They don't have numbers. Low into the lane, was trying to draw the foul. Will not be able to come away with it there. And the Raiders take the rebound the other way. And here's going to be foul number 2 on Chloe Sullivan, a blocking foul. And that's trouble for them.
Yeah, we need her to stay disciplined, and obviously she's going to be a big part of the game if the Broncos want to stay in this one.
Just 5.5 minutes gone. Chloe Sullivan picks up her second. We'll have to see if Boyle trusts her to stay out or makes a substitution. Blocked by Lucy Kennedy. Chloe Sullivan comes away with it, going the other end. She drives into the lane. That one off the side of the rim. Raiders able to track down the rebound on that one, going the other way. And Phil, you can tell they've wanted to run. They just have not been able to finish at the offensive end.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of both teams actually. They're pushing the ball down the court a little bit, but just not finishing it. And with neither team, the passes aren't crisp yet. And so I think all of these girls just need to settle down and get within their game and slow it down a little bit first, maybe.
And there was a foul away from the ball. It's the third on Chloe Sullivan. 6 minutes into the game, the inbounds knocked away. It will stay with the Raiders. And that is very, very tough for the Broncos now. Seville looking to inbounds the ball. 4 seconds. Oh, almost got the call there. She was able to inbounds to Hansen, who goes to Ramirez. And Seville now. Norris again straight away. That one rimmed in. Did not use the backboard there, but the rebound comes away to Greenway. Down low, Ramirez against Windles, and she's able to draw the foul.
Yeah, Greenway's doing a really good job breaking down the zone defense the Broncos are playing right now, and they're getting some quality looks, and that's that patience that the Broncos need to do on our end of the court.
Ramirez will go to the line for 2 here. This one rims in. Broncos trail 9-4. 11:45 showing on the clock. Ramirez has one more coming from the charity stripe here. And this one up and in as well. I believe they're 4 of 4 from the line.
And that's almost the difference in the game right there.
Just about is. 11:45 to go here, Bronco ball. Holly Wold across the timeline now, being picked up by Norris. Kennedy from the left wing to Windles, top of the key, had an opening. Opts to go to Wold. Cross-court pass high, one for Olsen, able to track it down. Pass to Kennedy, a little too strong for her. She's able to knock it back into play and take it down. Olsen from the left side of the volleyball line now to Wold. Looking for somebody to get open here. It is Kennedy that pops open. Passes it right back to Wold. Broncos have taken 40 seconds off the clock in this possession. Nice little give and go to Windles. Too strong off the backboard, and rebound comes down to Greenway, but they had their foot on the line as Chloe Hansen fell to the ground.
Yeah, and you know what Greenway's doing here is they're mixing up their defense. So they're going back and forth from various zone views to man-to-man.
Inbounds to Windles, now to Kennedy. Top of the key, Wold. She's got a straightaway 3, and she connects. Cuts the lead in half.
Yeah, and that's what we needed right now, especially with Sullivan out, a little bit of fresh air and some life into the Broncos.
10:45 here, nearly a minute off the clock, but it's worth it for the Broncos. 3-pointer attempt by Wold is dropped. Inside now is Greenway. Norris inside to Seville. Seville, a fadeaway jumper, and I am impressed she knocked that down. Pressure in her face. And it is a 5-point lead for the Greenway Raiders. 10:22 remaining here. Chris Norton, Phil Talmadge on the call. Windles from the right wing picks up her dribble here. Off the screen comes Olsen. Olsen down low to Windles off the pick. She drives the baseline, dribbles off her knee there. A little bit of contact, but out of bounds nonetheless.
Yeah, I got to admit, I'm pretty impressed with some of the shooting that we're seeing from Greenway right now. They have 2, 3 girls out there that have seemed very confident and have done a good job.
Well, the 18-footer hand in her face, that was impressive. And here we go again. Kennedy Hansen down low to Ramirez, and they're going to blow a whistle on Anna Windles.
That's her second, Chris. So we have some of our taller players getting in a little bit of foul trouble early on here.
And we are not even halfway into the first half. The Broncos are staring down the barrel of the bonus here. They've got 16 fouls, 2 for the Raiders. There's a nice little move coming off the inbounds, up and in for Haley Peterson on the layup. Inbounds from Wold goes to Olsen, back to Wold. 9:40 to go here in the first half. Broncos are doubled up, 14-17. And ball is knocked away by Wold. It will stay at this end. Broncos working from left to right, right to left for the Raiders. Kennedy set to inbounds the ball. That one is stolen away. And it looks last touched by Kennedy, who's going to be coming off that screen.
Yeah, there's Broncos need to clean up a few things, and the passing game right now is really struggling.
14-7 is your score. Broncos trail, 9.5 minutes to go here. Hansen to Seville, inside to Ramirez. Ball tipped away by Olsen. Able to track it down is Hansen, almost knocked away by Olsen again. Seville able to clear it now from the left side of the volleyball line, resetting the offense. Here's a corner three. Rims no good. Wold in on the rebound, and jump ball will be the call. And instead they're going to go over the back foul on Lucy Kennedy.
Yeah, that one hurts right there too. But the girls are hustling hard and putting some pressure on them on Greenway right now, and they just need to keep up that tenacity and they're only down 7 points right now, so it's but by no means is this game over.
Well within their reach, and you're right. Effort has not been the issue as the first free throw goes in for Norris. She's got one more on the way now. Just haven't been able to make the most of their opportunities they've been given. Flipping the front side of the rim, but dropping again. Norris gives the Raiders a 9-point advantage. 9 minutes to go. We are at the halfway mark of the first half. Wold the crossover to the left wing, dribbles into the lane, and she's hacked. Looks like that'll go against Ramirez. It will be a shooting foul.
That was a good play by her, making things happen, and we need to get some falls going against their players inside, and maybe put the same stress on them.
And it looks like they're going to call it against Haley Peterson, who reached in from the side. And Wold's first clangs off the rim there. She's got one more on the way. And one thing about the Raiders, they're using a deep rotation here. Substitutions really every 30 seconds to a minute. And Wold second here. That rim's no good. Lowe tracks down the rebound. Back to Wold, who drives the lane again. One of the jumper passes to Dayton Bush. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of the defender, but it will stay with the Broncos. And in the game now is Hannah Mark for the first time tonight. So on the court, you've got Lowe, Mark, Wold, Bush, and Olsen. Inbound comes to Lowe. Mark into the lane. Wold a straightaway three, and no, off the side of the backboard there. Rebound coming away to Seville. Wold able to get the steal here. She does not have numbers. Wisely pulls back and hands off to Olsen. Olsen takes her dribble to the right side now to Maddie Lowe on the outlet. Down low. And ball tipped away, almost got it to Hannah Mark, but the Raiders come away with it.
Yeah, that was a great look there. She did have her, but right idea.
And 8.5 to go here. Windles with 2 fouls getting ready to check back in. Broncos trail 16-7. And Seville is content to dribble out the clock a little bit here. From the left side of the volleyball line, she is going to take her dribble now. Right side being guarded by Lowe. Works back to her left. Passes the ball left side, now back to Seville. Inside to Ramirez, takes her dribble, and travel will be the call.
The Broncos are actually doing a good job keeping the ball away from the, keeping them pushed out. But Greenway's just making really nice passes and moving the ball and keeping the Broncos shifting.
And right there, the inbounds gets tipped away, going back to the Raiders. Seville holds the ball at the 8-minute mark from the center circle. The defense only on pace to really give up about 60 points. And Chloe Sullivan's been on the bench for just about half this first half of action. Can't fault the defense. It's just the offense has been one pass away most possessions here.
Yeah, that's right.
And Seville's still dribbling here from center court. Wendell's defending her now. She goes left-hand side. Right back to Seville. A two-woman game here. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first. Pass down low, too high, and unable to save it. The Greenway player.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about right there, Chris, where they're keeping them pushed outside, making them throw far longer passes, and that will work our way if we can keep that going.
And Maddie Olson across the timeline here. Pass to Mark. Windles along two. Rims no good. There for the rebound, Dayton Bush. She clears it to Wold. Back to Olson now. Dribbles right side. Tried to throw it down low to Hannah Mark. Unable to complete the pass there. And we've got another turnover for the Broncos.
Yep, girls just need to settle down a little bit and take their time and make good, crisp passes.
And it's been a tough one here in the early going. Foul trouble for Sullivan and Windles. Windles still in the game. 16-7 is your score. 17 fouls on the Broncos, 3 for the Raiders. Seville from the right side of the volleyball line. Goes left to Kennedy Hansen. Hansen down low to Peterson. Off-balance shot. She's going to be able to draw the foul there. Believe it will be on Dayton Bush. And instead it will go against Wold. They were both there, and that is the second for Wold. Lucy Kennedy getting ready to check back in here. 6:44 to go, 16-7. The Raiders trying to take a 10-point lead. And the first for Peterson, a moonshot up and in. In comes Kennedy, out comes Mark. Ready for the second attempt. Broncos down by 10. This one clangs off the front of the rim, but finds the backboard and drops through the hoop. 6:40 to go here. Broncos looking for offense. Wold across the timeline. Finds Kennedy from the right wing. Dayton Bush, top of the key, goes to Wold now. 6.5 to go. Dangerous pass inside, tipped away again. Greenway ball.
Yeah, we can't push it like that. We gotta take our time and move the ball around and work it inside.
Hansen holds the ball at center court here. Left-hand side to Norris, back to Hansen. Defense being applied by Windles. Down low to Ramirez. Turn around, throws one off the glass. No good, but that was a foul on Maddie Olson there. Away from trying to fight for the ball, and that's going to be foul number 9. The next one will put the Broncos in the double bonus.
Yeah, and that's pretty early in this half for us to be in that situation already.
So shooting the rest of the way here. Dayton Bush checking out. Maddie Lowe coming in. On the court now for the Broncos, Wold, Windles, Olson, Kennedy, and Lowe. And the second from the line here is no good. Rebound comes away to Peterson. Up off the glass there. Rebound tipped away to Maddie Olson. She wants to run. Cross-court pass to Wold. Takes her drive into the left-hand side, and foul will be the call.
That might be what we need to do to make things happen. With the passing game just not working out real well, with us not making good crisp passes and moving the ball around. Maybe we need people like Holly there to make things happen.
Just to see a couple go in is the second on Haley Peterson, and going in it does. Wold hits the first attempt from the line. One more on the way. We've crossed the 6-minute threshold here. Broncos trail by 10, 18-8 at home against the visiting Greenway Raiders. And Wold second up and in as well. We'll have to see if they can spark anything here. Running the baseline was Seville. Broncos opt to go with a full court press with Maddie Lowe. And giving him a little trouble as Seville is able to get it across the timeline here. And Kennedy makes a rough play to knock the ball away, but that is going to be a foul on Lucy Kennedy.
Yeah, that was one I almost would have, instead of trying to swat it away, I almost think she could have grabbed that ball and done something different with it. But one way or another, this is where the bonus is going to come back to haunt us.
And instead, she clips Ramirez with the body. Ramirez will be at the line for 2 now. First is up and in. She'll have one more on the way here. 5:49 showing on the clock. Broncos trail by 10. Ramirez's second, as good as the first. 20-9 is your score.
They're doing pretty good from the free throw line tonight, Greenway is.
Yes, they are. We'll have to see exactly. Have they missed?
They've missed one.
Looking at 7 of 8 or something similar to
I
that.
actually think they're 10 of 11 right now.
Oh, my. Hollywood from the left wing here. Screen set by Windles. Down low. Nice little give and go. And unable to get the rebound there, but she unable to get the basket. She gets the rebound, throws it up, and gets fouled. So that'll send Windles to the foul line here. Being a little more aggressive under the rim. And that's 3 on Morgan Walsh now. Windles first, able to make it there.
Yeah, that was a good job on Wendell's part. Probably not real excited about missing that initial shot, but she stuck with it well and earned herself a shot from the free throw line.
Broncos creeping closer to the bonus as Windle's second goes down as well. 22-11. Here's the full court press. And it looks like they're rattling the Raiders here a bit. Seville tries to drive into the lane against Windles. She draws contact, throws one up, rebound Raiders. And Windles is holding her ribs. And here is a timeout here. Full head of steam. Jaden Seville ran into Anna Windles. Looked like both players were kind of on the move and no call. It will be Bronco ball.
Yeah, I didn't exactly see what happened there. I think it was just in the spirit of the play, some hard play, and looks like she might maybe twisted her ankle or something there.
Well, we will go ahead and take a quick break. You're listening to Bronco basketball here on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com. Now, you know what? We're going to keep it here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have time to go anywhere. She's not excited about her whatever happened there. So get a little break and get ready to come back in.
Well, hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of her there. But you are listening to Bronco basketball on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com,
That's right.
YourLiveEvent.com. So if you are at home, have your laptop, type in YourLiveEvent.com, and you'll be able to watch. Now, if you're listening on the radio as well, it will be on about a 20-25 second delay. So I wouldn't choose both at the same time. Down low, Dayton Bush goes to Maddie Olson. That one blocked away, but it's tipped out of bounds by the Raiders. It will be a Bronco ball.
People have a lot of ways to join us tonight.
They do. And you know what? We're going to be doing more games. I believe we've got 5 more on the schedule. And here is a foul off the inbounds as Maddie Olson looks like she's
shooting 3.
Yeah. Couldn't tell. We have she shot the ball right behind the Greenway bench. It's hard to tell if her foot was on the line.
Yeah,
they say no.
I'm pretty sure they're giving her 3.
Olson's first is bouncing out. 22-11 is the score at the 5-minute mark. Broncos have a pretty solid chance to cut the deficit here. Olson's second, just like the first. Finds the back of the rim there. She has one more on the way. And Olson's third, no good as well. Over 3 on the line on that trip. 5 minutes to go. 20-11 is the advantage for the Raiders.
I think you're right, Chris, that press the Broncos are playing is kind of messing with Greenway tonight.
They've really slowed down to that point. And Seville being guarded by Lowe. That's going to be an offensive foul. Seville lowered the shoulder.
And I'm glad that went that way. Those kind of calls, they can go either way. So you just never know what might happen with it. But I'm glad it went for the favor of the Broncos there.
Well, and Lowe was definitely moving, but the way that Seville knocked into her, it was a little too forceful.
Yeah, it looked like she dipped her shoulder and kind of
initiated contact.
The contact, and I think that's why she got called for it.
Inbounds to Wold. 4.5 minutes to go. Broncos trail by 9. Screen by Olson. Pass to Kennedy. Looking to pass. Instead, she dribbles into the lane. A nice off-balance shot, and the circus shot goes in.
That was a lot of razzle-dazzle there. She made it happen. Nice play.
Inbounds knocked away by Maddie Lowe. It will stay with the Raiders, but the Broncos pulled it within 7. Their closest deficit here in about the last 5 minutes. Olson pressuring Norris. Here comes the double team. She's able to outlet to Hansen, who drives into the lane, dishes off to Peterson. And that one rims out. Ball pushed out of bounds. It will stay at this end.
Well, that was an unfortunate bounce there, but the Broncos, that pressure is really getting to them. And for whatever reason, Greenway's failing to set up in their half-court offense once they get through it.
When's the last time we saw a 3 attempt from them? Well, right now, here it is from Peterson. That's an air ball over the rim. Hollywood rips it away, and travel will be the call as she hits the deck.
You know, that's how it always goes, Chris. You know, an announcer says something, and then it turns around and happens. And
I wondered if I even should have said it because the way they've been shooting them tonight.
Well, next time they go to the line, we'll start talking about the way they're shooting so well. Let's do that.
There we go. And it is Raider ball. Hansen inside to Peterson, looking for an outlet. That ball ripped away, and jump ball will be the call.
And I have to say, I'm really impressed right now with the defense the girls are playing. The Broncos are out there. They're hustling hard. They're making things happen, and doing it without one of their key players.
They've really battened down the hatches, and yeah, exactly. Chloe Sullivan on the bench with 3 fouls. Anna Windles as well with 2. And the shot is knocked away. Maddie Lowe ends up with the ball, handing it to Maddie Olson. 20-13 is the score. 3:38 remaining here. Down low pass, nice. Little dump pass into Wold. She turns around, throws one up, and a foul will be called. We'll have to see who this goes against. That is the 8th team foul on the Raiders.
Yeah, you know, and I think she almost was surprised at how open she was there on that when she got the ball there. It was a great give and go, and hopefully we can get a couple out of it here.
And the first is up and in. Wold will have one more attempt coming up here. That was the first foul on Norris. Broncos close the gap to 6. And Wold second here. This one up and in as well. Maddie Lowe pressures the inbounds, almost able to keep that one in bounds, but it just slightly falls on the out-of-bounds line. It will be Greenway ball.
And she's ruining days all the last 2-3 possessions. She's gotten in there and wreaked havoc for them.
Her length has really given them a problem there in the backcourt.
Yeah, and she's quick, too, so she's around. She's got long arms, and she's creating issues.
Norris in low to Seville, working against Bush, and another offensive foul. Now that one could have gone either way, but Bush was set.
Yeah, I think that one was set, but I think it was also she had her elbow into her, and she kind of pushed her away, trying to get some separation. So that call there to me was pretty clearly a offensive foul.
So Seville will take a seat on the bench now. That is her second foul of the evening. Broncos with the ball and a 5-point deficit. Also working against the full court press. Olsen across the timeline there. Turns around, passing to Wold. Now Kennedy from the right wing. Pass to Lowe. Dayton Bush a 3. Rim's no good. Rebound comes away to Greenway. And Lowe not there for the full court press this time. It will be Hansen easily across the timeline. We've hit the 3-minute mark, 22-19. On the next foul, both teams will reach into the double bonus. Hansen taking her time here into Morgan Walsh. Now out to Norris. Back to Hansen. Into Peterson. Oh, she dragged the pivot foot there. And a travel coming back to the Broncos' way.
Yep, and that's that pressure defense. That's what, you know, you might call it an unforced error, but that really was or turnover, but that was caused by the pressure the Broncos were putting on her.
Now on the court now for the Broncos, Kennedy, Lowe, Wold, Windles, and Olsen.
Better get rid of it.
And just able to do so is Windles. She finds Wold. Being guarded by Norris coming up the court here. She's across the midcourt mark, throwing down low to Lucy Kennedy, up and
nice
in.
Pass.
That's a couple nice moves she has made off the dribble. And the Broncos within 3 with 2:19 left.
What a comeback the girls are doing here. There she goes again.
Maddie Lowe tipped it away, but the Raiders able to bring that one back on their side. It is Ramirez from the right wing, now to Norris. Norris back to Ramirez. That pass was wide. She's able to reel it in, though. Down low to Peterson, almost traveled again. Ramirez the double team, knocking down Wold. Down low, stripped away by Kennedy. 1-on-3, she wants to run. And a blocking foul will be called on Greenway.
Great hustle. I mean, everything's starting from the defensive end right now with the Broncos. That intensity and hustle, and you know, they're actually having some success pushing the ball up the court right now. Lucy Kennedy's had a few nice plays the last couple times down.
And she's been the difference maker with Chloe Sullivan on the bench. Has a chance to pull the Broncos within 1. And will not do so at this trip at the line. First one bounces no good. Broncos within 3, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. One more on the way here. This one rims no good, but it will be a lane violation. And it's against the Broncos, would not have counted anyway. But that's 2 empty trips from the line for the Broncos. 1 on a 3, 1 0 for 2. Inbounds comes to Norris with 1:50 to go. Lowe almost able to rip that one away. Across the timeline going Hansen. Pass down low, too high for Peterson, out of bounds. Ball coming back to the Broncos. Another chance to tie this one up.
Yep, and, it's all starting with defense once again.
Inbounds from Windles to Wold here. Being worked on by Norris. Turns her back to her here from the right side of the volleyball line. She turns and dribbles left. Pass got caught against her hand. Passing it to Olsen. Throws an awkward one up into the lane. And it's ripped away from Lowe. And she commits the foul. It will be 2 from the free throw line here.
Yeah, that's the downside when you start getting a little bit more intense and playing hard like that. You get some fouls on you. But I think for the Broncos to be down 3 points at this point in time with the way the half began, I think I'm pretty happy with how things are rolling right now.
Absolutely. I think you take it as Hansen hits her first. Seville checks in. Shorter plays Haley Peterson. 1:27 is showing on the clock. 21-17 with the Raiders at the line. Second one is good as well for Hansen.
We forgot to talk about them not missing many free throws.
Yeah, we did. I might have to make a sign and hang that up here on our window. Windles from the left wing takes her dribble right side, puts up a shot or a pass. Lucy Kennedy trying to save it. Finds Olsen, throws it back into Kennedy. Able to save it. Maddie Lowe down low, throws it up. No good. Rebound coming away to the Raiders, and a foul there as Lucy Kennedy fell down backwards trying to get that rebound. A difficult turn of events there for the Broncos. Unbelievable hustle by both Kennedy and Olsen. Unable to come away with the points there. That is 3 on Kennedy. Broncos in a bunch of foul trouble.
Yeah, it's going to really affect the second half of this game.
And from the line, first one bounces no good. That's number 4, who is not listed on the roster for the team. We'll have to see exactly who that is.
Clara Finke.
Clara Finke, there we go. And the second rim's no good, but a foul will be called, a shove. They'll be back at the line. 22-17 with 1:02 remaining here. It will be Chloe Hansen from the line. That one rims no good.
Yeah, they've been missing a lot of free throws, Chris.
Yeah,
they've been making a lot of free throws.
Yes, they have.
We really can't afford to be fouling them with the way they're making them so well. And
well, there you go.
There we go.
They were able to drop that one. You were correct on that circumstance there. 23-17, 1 minute to go here. Broncos with the ball. Down 6, both teams in the double bonus. Wold finds Bush to the right-hand side. Top of the key, Windles. Down low going to Wold. Splits the defenders, throws one up. Rebound comes away to the Broncos. Knocked away to Olsen. Tees up a 3 and drills it. Broncos back within 3. 40 seconds left. Maddie Olsen tips away the inbounds pass again. But it will be Raider ball.
Yeah, she's really causing problems for him. Now Coach Boyle's bringing her back and going to let the Greenway come down and set up in their offense, it looks like.
Working the ball across the timeline now is Norris. Left-hand side to Hansen. Hansen takes her dribble right-hand side to Norris. Now to Finke. Now working around the horn to Kennedy Hansen. And it looks like they're working for the last possession here. Not really in any hurry. Norris holds the ball from the center circle.
Yep.
12 seconds on the clock. Going to start their offense now. Takes one dribble back to Hansen. Down low to Seville. And a foul will be called on Dayton Bush.
Yeah, what they did is they spent that whole possession condensing our zone, and then they were able to break it down. Instead of us keeping them pushed out, which is what we've been doing to have success, they let our zone started to collapse.
Seville's first attempt from the line rims in. So one more on the way. A 4-point lead for the Raiders here in International Falls.
She hasn't missed one tonight, Chris.
And it will stay that way. She makes that one as well. 4.6 showing on the shot clock. Both teams have 5 timeouts. We'll have to see if head coach Jay Boyle elects to take a timeout and draw something up. He does not. Here's the full court pressure. Throw into Wolf. 3. She's across half court. 2. Down low to low. Puts it up. Off the rim. No rims. No good at the end. But that would have been a very difficult up and in. Only had a touch shot there. 25-20 is how we go into half. The Greenway Raiders on top. You are listening to Bronco Basketball on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
Falls Internet.
On sale now, all TVs, appliances, furniture, and mattresses at Northland Sales and Service, downtown International Falls. Extra special savings on all in-stock Whirlpool appliances. TVs from 32 to 75-inch are in stock and on sale. Recliners, couches, tables, lamps, rugs, all on sale. In stock or special order, it's on sale. So stop in today and check out all the super savings during the Super Bowl sale. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
The Dent Shop of International Falls has lots going on right now. First, check out the new website at www.ifallsdentshop.com. The Dent Shop has some pretty aggressive pricing right now on all accessories, audio, and electronic supplies, and heaters for your vehicles. Plus, check this out. Every purchase made online at the Dent Shop website, 10% of all sales goes to Purple Pride. That's right, all purchases made online, 10% of the sales helps the kids in our schools. So go now, www.ifallsdentshop.com. Way more than just dents.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Please stop in and see me, Tim Anderson, or give us a call at 218-283-4488.
Got a favorite color? For Sammy's Pizza artists, it's red. The bright, beautiful red of our sauce with a secret mix of seasonings used to paint our canvas. Fresh dough made daily is sculpted by eager artists who create our signature crimped crusts. Sammy's Pizza artists, classically schooled by the masters. The tradition of Sammy's Pizza continues. Go to mysammys.com to find the location near you.
Napa Falls Supply is your locally owned and operated parts store in the Falls, where you can always find quality parts and helpful people. Napa Falls Supply is open every day of the week to serve you. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays 8 to 5, and Sundays 9 to 3. With tools, accessories, popular brands, know-how, great deals, and all the great parts you've come to expect from Napa. Stop in and see Todd and the crew today at Napa Falls Supply, Highway 53, International Falls.
Pre-planning your funeral can be difficult. It's about bringing those you love together in a time of loss, grief, and need. Green Larson Mortuary is here to help you create the most memorable and meaningful service anywhere and any way you want it. You can plan everything, including the place of celebration, day of the week, and time of the day. Musical selection, prayers and songs, and a dove, butterfly, or balloon release are also options. Take time to reflect on exactly what kind of service is appropriate for you and your family.
The Waschke Family GM Center reminds you that when you head out to do some shopping, please check here at home first. It's very important to all of us who call Borderland home, because our local small businesses not only provide goods and services we all need, they also provide jobs to many of our neighbors and friends. Shopping local makes sense for all of us. A community reminder from the Waschke Family GM Center, ready to help you with your transportation needs on Highway 53 South, International Falls.
new Buick lineup of craftsmanship and luxurious styling, Washke Family GM Center has great deals on their expectation-shattering lineup, like the 2019 Buick Encore, sized to fit the way your life moves, or go big with the 2019 Buick Enclave, tomorrow's SUV for today's family, with seating up to 7. And of course, the 2019 Buick Envision. Versatility has found its style. Washke's Family GM Center of International Falls. Visit washkegm.com. Live like a pro.
And welcome back here from International Falls. Chris Norton, Phil Talmadge here. And the Broncos trail 25-20 at half. Phil, let's go ahead and take a look at the halftime stats.
Well, the Broncos actually, Chris, they managed to stay in this game despite the foul trouble they got into early. They kind of changed the tone the whole second part of the first half. Broncos are being led right now by Holly Wold, who's actually sitting with 7 points. She sank a three-pointer. She also had a 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Lucy Kennedy and Anna Windles both have 4 points as well to add. From the Raiders side of it, Kennedy Hansen, their guard, she's having a good night. She's sitting with 8 points at this point in time, and their other big player there, Seville, she's got 6 players, and as you commented on during the game, very even distribution amongst playing, and most of the girls have scored for them.
Yeah, most of the players that have entered the game. Broncos in some foul trouble here. Kennedy spent the majority of the first half on the bench. Kennedy did, Sullivan as well did, and Windles has 2 as well. It's starting to rack up as well for the Greenway Raiders. We're going to go ahead and take a break. This has been the halftime show. We'll be back with the second half of action here. You're listening to Bronco Basketball here on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and for the first time, watching it at yourliveevent.com.
Hometown Sports, Hometown Care. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Therapy and Wellness Center's sports medicine program means comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, concussion management, and return to sport guidance. Sports are important. Rainy Lake Medical Center treats them that way. For more information, call 283-5420. That's 283-5420. Rainy Lake Medical Center. Care, compassion, community.
Wow! A crazy amount of savings at Falls Lumber Company with Hearthstone's midwinter sale. Save up to $1,000 and get a free glove set. This sale has just been extended until February 28th. Plus, get last year's pricing and no freight charges on all in-stock models. Incredible deals on all Hearthstone wood or gas stoves and fireplaces now at Falls Lumber Company. Falls Lumber Company in Hearthstone. Unbeatable.
It's a beautiful winter wonderland out there, and Border State Bank wants to help you enjoy it. Hi, this is Cindy Uso, Border State Bank President. What is your winter wish? A new ice fishing house, side-by-side, or a snow machine? How about a four-wheel drive truck or SUV? Whatever you are dreaming of, Border State Bank offers competitive loan rates and flexible terms to help make your winter wishes come true. Have fun this winter. Check out Border State Bank today. Your winter wishes headquarters, member FDIC.
Pre-planning your funeral can be difficult. It's about bringing those you love together in a time of loss, grief, and need. Green Larson Mortuary is here to help you create the most memorable and meaningful service anywhere and any way you want it. You can plan everything, including the place of celebration, day of the week, and time of the day. Musical selection, prayers and songs, and a dove, butterfly, or balloon release are also options. Take time to reflect on exactly what kind of service is appropriate for you and your family.
Falls International Airport is an economic engine for our area. Daily commercial flights, along with private aviation, brings visitors from across the country to do business with local firms as well as vacation here. And the airport provides access for local residents to connect to the world as well as a wide variety of job opportunities. The new airport terminal makes travel comfortable, convenient, and many times cost competitive. Falls International Airport, giving you another travel option and strengthening the economic fabric of our community.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Please stop in and see me, Tim Anderson, or give us a call at 218-283-4488.
Got a favorite color? For Sammy's Pizza artists, it's red. The bright, beautiful red of our sauce with a secret mix of seasonings used to paint our canvas. Fresh dough made daily is sculpted by eager artists who create our signature crimped crusts. Sammy's Pizza artists, classically schooled by the masters. The tradition of Sammy's Pizza continues. Go to mysammys.com to find the location near you.
Been the force there. She
She's been a
is in the
monster.
game to start this second half. To start things off here, it is Windles, Olsen, Wold, Sullivan, and Lowe who will put the ball in play here. She throws a long pass, and that's picked off. It was intended by Chloe Sullivan. Not a great start for the Broncos here. And it'll be Seville bringing the ball up the court as we start this second half of action. And you're listening on KGHS, rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com. You can actually watch the game. We are broadcasting that and pairing it with the radio stream. Off a steal, a three by Maddie Olsen finds the front of the rim. And cherry picking here, a pass to Seville. And decides to pull that one back. Now to the left wing is Peterson. Defense being applied by Olsen off the screen here. She dribbles left-hand side. To her right, finds Hansen. Hansen to Walsh. Back to Hansen. She dribbles into the lane, off-balance shot. One at the contact, finds a way for that one to drop.
I'm not sure how that wasn't traveling, but
it looked like she did take the extra step there, but a minute gone. Broncos down by 7. Pulling down is Windles. Dumping the ball off to Sullivan now. Getting off the Wold from the left wing now. Picks up her dribble, finds Windles, now to Wold. Backs things up to the center circle, drives right side to Sullivan. Tries to go baseline here, and her pass went off the head of a defender. Here comes Greenway. The chance to extend their lead. It is Seville. Broncos out in a zone here. Sullivan tried to get cover at the three. Unable to get there. Norris knocks down the triple, and it is a 10-point advantage early in this second half.
Yeah, Broncos got to refocus on keep pushing them out more and not letting them set up the way they are right now.
Windles the one dribble from the left wing to Sullivan. Pass off to Windles, now off the glass. And the Broncos get their first points of the second half here. Cut it back down to single digits.
Good look and good finish there.
It'll be Hansen from the left wing. Tried to pass through the double team. Opts to pass to Walsh. Now to Seville. Takes her dribble. Pressure being applied by Olsen. Comes to the near side. Hansen drives into the lane. Kicks out to Norris. Takes a dribble. And she'll shoot a three now. Rim's no good. But putback is there for Norris. And it's put back to a 10-point game.
The Broncos need to stick with what works and get that good pressure defense going again.
Wold Windles from the left wing now. Chloe Sullivan, that's her shot. Instead, she dribbles, passes off the Wold, puts up a three, and rims no good. But over the back will be the call on Kennedy Hansen.
Well, that was good positioning by Windles there. Keeping her backed out and making her pay for it.
Inbounds to Windles, and she stuffed, but a back-to-back foul on Hansen now. And I believe she's been their leading scorer.
Yeah, she has. Yep, she's with 10 points right now, and looks like she might be stepping out of the game. No, maybe not.
Well, that is 2 fouls back-to-back for her in a span of about 10 seconds. That is her second and third. Windles from the line, and that bounces off the right side. Substitutions, Norris will go to the bench. Sullivan and Peterson back in. On the court for the Broncos, Olsen, Wold, Lowe, Windles, and Sullivan. The second one rims halfway down and comes out. Rebound coming away now to Greenway. Seville from the left side of the volleyball line. 15 minutes gone here, 32-22. Broncos are ahead in the foul distribution here. Defense by Sullivan on Ramirez. Ramirez dribbles into the lane, almost dragged the pivot foot. Yes, she did.
Yep. That's that pressure defense we need to keep going the rest of the game and work our way back into this one. And
speaking of pressure defense, here comes full court pressure. But the Broncos able to get the ball in before the Raiders could get set. Wendell's from the left wing, drives the lane into the paint, throws one up, no good. Rebound coming away to Lowe. The one-handed rebound put back, and the Broncos want a full timeout here. We will take a quick break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball here on KGHS, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy believes you should be treated like a person and not just another number. Health Mart pharmacists always take the time to get to know you and explain your medication and answer any questions you might have. We take pride in knowing our customers by name and providing the service that you would expect from a trusted friend. Better service is just one more reason our customers keep coming back again and again. Stop in and see for yourself.
International Falls is a Health Mart town. City Drug Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back here from International Falls on KGHS, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Chris Norton, Phil Talmadge here on the call. Broncos find themselves down by 8, 32-24, 14 and a half here left on the clock. And it's Ramirez from the right wing. Works her way back to the left, finds Norris. Norris now to Walsh. Broncos daring her. Instead, she goes into the lane against Sullivan. Passing off to Seville. Playing with 2 offensive fouls. Here comes the screen. Seville pop a long 2. No good. Long rebound coming away to Lowe. Sullivan wants to run here. At the 14-minute mark, pass left side to Windles, and she's tied up by Seville. And it will be Greenway a ball.
That kind of seems almost like the tempo of the game's picked up a little bit here in the second half, and that's nice to see. And Broncos still in this one.
And picking up the defender at half court was Maddie Olson, dumping off to Ramirez now. Pearson on the right side of the court here, down, trapped in the corner, and she elects to call a halftime out, so we will keep it here. 13:46 remaining in this first half of action. Broncos trailed by 5 at the half. And coming out of the half, they've been outscored. Looks like 7-4. But the good news, no further fouls. They've been in foul trouble. 3 on Sullivan, 3 on Kennedy, 2 on Windles. But they have forced 2 fouls here, both on Norris of the Raiders.
Yeah, and I think both of the coaches probably appreciating this timeout, wanting to kind of check back in and, get the girls focused. It seems like both teams are, the intensity's there. There's a little bit of, the game's not flowing the same way as it was in the first half for either team, for that matter.
Playing a little loose with the ball, both sides. Lowe will guard the inbounds here. And the Raiders trying to put the ball in play. They're able to do so. The step back almost to travel there. Jump before she took the pass. In any case, it will be Ramirez to Peterson from the right wing. Back to Ramirez. Takes her dribble left-hand side, being smothered by Wold. Norris into the corner to Peterson. Back to Norris. Norris takes it inside. A jumper from 10 feet, nothing but net. And it's back to a 10-point advantage here.
And that was great defense by the Broncos. They were stopping them. They're keeping them pushed out. But they worked it and found a way to score on them.
Kennedy to Sullivan. She wants that straightaway 3. And that one tipped out of bounds off the hands of Norris. Last game I did of hers, she hit 2 or 3 of those. And she's just got the defender right within arm reach each time she touches it from the top of the key. Kennedy inbounds to Sullivan. The give and go. Kennedy into the lane. Stop and pop. Up and in. Back down to 8.
She's having herself a good game as well.
She is. She was a difference maker in the first half. Really kept them in the game. Ramirez doubles back now to Walsh. Walsh being guarded by Wold. Down low. Tipped away by Sullivan. Wold in on it. Kennedy comes away with it and thought she had a player there. No one was there for her. Instead, it will go back to Greenway here with 12:30 remaining. Broncos down 34-26. Seville from the center of the volleyball line, being guarded by Maddie Lowe. He's played some stifling defense. Seville goes left-hand side. Hands off to Ramirez. Now down low to Walsh. Ball stripped away by Kennedy. Wold coming down the other end. 2-on-2. She checks up, puts one up, and they call an offensive foul.
Yeah, I think that's, I hate to admit it, but I think that was the right call. She had Lucy Kennedy actually wide open there with her going down the court.
Had the right idea, just unable to check up there. Basket would have been good. And we are approaching the 12-minute mark here. It's the first team foul of the second half for the Broncos. The third on Wold, so add her to the growing list. Her, Kennedy, and Sullivan, 3 apiece. Lowe almost gets that one from behind there. Ball is kicked away by Wold. Greenway will retain possession. On the court now for the Broncos, Sullivan, Kennedy, Wold, Lowe, and Olsen. Ramirez takes the inbound pass and guarded by Lowe. Dribbles right-hand side. Wold picks her up and travel will be the call. Ramirez picked up her dribble, didn't know where she wanted to go with it.
Yeah, that's once again though, that's that good pressure defense and forcing the turnovers.
Broncos with the 3 have the chance to cut it to 5. Wold goes to Olsen. Olsen to Sullivan. Nice little move up and under for the deuce.
Yep, and I think, Sullivan's a big part of this team, and I think we need to have her not push it, but, we need her to become a big part of the game for the Broncos to get back into this one.
Ball had been tipped away by Lowe as she trails Hansen, who was in the game with 3 fouls for the Raiders. She picks up her dribble, goes inside to Chloe Hansen. Out to Ramirez. Walsh throws up a 3. No good. Rebound coming away to Wold. She wants to run. Across the timeline now, 3-on-3, and it's going to be another offensive foul on Wold. She had 2 players trailing on the other side and tried to get away with the Euro step. Instead, Hansen steps in front. That's the 4th on Wold.
That's the 4th on her, and that's a big one. She's been an integral part of that defense and, really provided a lot of offense in that first half as well.
And it looks like Izzy Valenzuela will be making her way to the scorers table here. I think you have to take Wold out just for a limited stretch. Seville dribbles right-hand side, and that one is knocked away, and a quick foul against Walsh as Kennedy was trying to push the tempo.
Yep, Lucy Kennedy, and that's 4 on Walsh as well. Lucy Kennedy's done a good job pushing it, and it's resulted in a lot of fouls against Greenway. So that's the kind of thing we need to do and keep that high-intensity game going and not, stay within yourselves.
And even though that was Walsh's 4th, that probably was a good call to foul her because Kennedy with a full head of steam, you're at least getting a foul here on the other end. Sullivan to Kennedy. She wants a 3. No. Rebound comes away to Kennedy, gets her own miss, and airballs one from 9 feet off and running is Norris and the Raider team. Ball tipped away by Lowe. Raiders able to track it down. Seville from the top of the key now. 10.5 remaining here. Finke from the right wing. Down low to Seville, being guarded by Sullivan. Lost it momentarily. Here is a shot off the backboard and in for Hansen. 36-28. Broncos playing really in between the 6-point to 10-point range. So we're about to hit the 10-minute mark. Off the dribble, Kennedy. And blocking will be the call. That's going to be number 4 on Hansen.
Yeah, now suddenly the tides have changed now, and Greenway's finding themselves in the big foul trouble.
And that is the 4th team foul on the Raiders this half, just 2 on the Broncos. 10:06 showing on the clock as Anna Windles gets ready to check back in. And Lowe would come away from the free throw line, so it looks like she's going to be returning to the bench here. And the first from Kennedy finds the front side of the rim. Will not drop. On the court for the Broncos, Valenzuela, Olsen, Sullivan, Windles, and Kennedy from the free throw line. Out comes Finke, in comes Morgan Walsh playing with 4 fouls. And we've got a couple players running around here. Not sure what that's about.
I don't think they're supposed to be standing there either.
And it looks like they're going to go back to the locker room. They're waiting. Kennedy's second rim's no good, but it is a free throw line violation. I think that was on Kennedy.
Yeah.
So with
I
10,
think she had that same call on her in the first half as well.
yeah, I believe so. Just a little bit too much forward momentum, and we are in the single digits time-wise here. 9:59 remaining. 36-28, pass down low, and a foul is going to be called. And it's either going to be, it's offensive. That is Morgan Walsh's 5th. Left, right, left. She will step to the bench. And Haley Peterson coming in now. Or is it?
That's her 5th foul.
And the referee's going over to the scores table here. I don't think Coach Schaffhauser-Wright thinks that is 5 on Walsh.
I have it as 5 on Walsh as well.
And it will be. Looks like Coach Schaffhauser-Wright just wanted the clarification on that one. So coming in will be Haley Peterson. Walsh steps to the bench. She is done for the night. First player fouled out. Probably will not be the only one tonight on either side.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. The whistles have been blowing all night long.
It is the 5th on the Raiders. Down low to Kennedy. Ball almost ripped away from her. She went up and under and lost it. And it will be going back the Raiders' way.
She made a nice athletic play to get through that traffic. Too bad she lost that ball because she had a wide open layup right
Just
there.
took her eye right off it, and it looked like it went right off her fingertips trying to corral it. It will be Raider ball. They are across the timeline now. Left side on Ramirez, and Kennedy tips it away, but that'll be number 4 on her.
Yeah, that aggressiveness sometimes is awful hard to contain, I think. This is one here, Kennedy coming out of the game. That's one that kind of hurt because she really has been a big spark plug for the Broncos tonight, especially so now the Broncos are sitting with Wold and Kennedy on the bench.
And incoming for the Broncos is Dayton Bush. On the court now, Olsen, Valenzuela, Windles, Bush, and Sullivan down low. Here's an awkward one off the glass. And over the outstretched arms of Valenzuela, Chloe Sullivan maintains verticality, knocks that one out of bounds.
Yep, she knew how to avoid not getting a foul.
And she's played this entire second half with 3 fouls, has not picked one up. Inbounds pass coming in to Norris. Finds her teammate there. There's a runner from Hanson, or a jump shot rather. Sullivan picking up the rebound now. She wants to run. Finds Izzy Valenzuela. Dribbles the ball right-hand side. At the volleyball line. Turns back to her left. Ball tipped once. Sullivan, cross-court pass. Dayton Bush takes one dribble. Free throw line jumper. And unable to get that one. Touching the out-of-bounds line. Windles unable to get to it.
It's like we have the chance to get back into this game, and if we can string together a couple buckets, we're right there.
Neither team really able to find offense here in the past 4 minutes or so. And we are halfway through this second half of action as Seville drives right-hand side to the right wing. Raiders working from left to right. Pass inside, knocked away, but there is Ramirez to bring it back under control for the Raiders. Down inside, cross-court pass, dangerous. And that's brought in by Norris. Driving baseline, picks up her dribble, and tied up almost. Instead, it will be a timeout called by Coach Schaffhauser-Wright. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Bronco Basketball here on KGHS, RJ Broadcasting, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Looking for a and delicious dinner? Look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, enjoy chicken, pasta, oven-baked sandwiches, and salads. Satisfy your sweet tooth after dinner with a dessert like cinnamon bread twist, marbled cookie brownies, or chocolate lava cakes. Great deals are always happening at Domino's, such as $7.99 large 3-topping pizzas or medium 3-topping handmade pan pizzas available for carry-out only. Go online to Domino's.com or call 283-3444 for current specials and coupons. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today.
The Den Shop of International Falls has lots going on right now. First, check out the new website at www.ifallsdenshop.com. The Den Shop has some pretty aggressive pricing right now on all accessories, audio, and electronic supplies, and heaters for your vehicles. Plus, check this out. Every purchase made online at the Den Shop website, 10% of all sales goes to Purple Pride. That's right, all purchases made online, 10% of the sales helps the kids in our schools. So go now, www.ifallsdenshop.com. Way more than just dents.
Wanting the jumper was Hansen, throwing the ball inside instead to Peterson. Passes to Norris, it's knocked away. Seville able to track it down instead of the backcourt violation. Throws the ball too hard inside to Chloe Hansen, so we've got dueling turnovers here. Broncos down 36-28, 8-10 remaining.
Yeah, you know, and I think both teams are missing some key players right now on the court that they'd like to have out there that have been real big parts of the game, and so I think we're seeing a little bit of dynamic change here.
Got a lot of players that aren't necessarily used to playing on the court for a lot of minutes together, as Olsen takes Norris on the dribble, backs out to Windles now, heading off to Valenzuela. Chloe Sullivan, that one ripped away, and staying in bounds is Peterson. There's an uncontested layup, 10-point game now. Broncos trailing. And this has been a fairly low-scoring second half. Broncos being outscored 13-8 as Valenzuela hits the deck there. Chloe Sullivan inside. A nice pass to Maddie Lowe. Up and in, back to 8.
That was a great pass right there. You know, that post-to-post passing is it's real tough to defend.
And Ramirez from the left wing now, 7:15 remaining. Takes Valenzuela on the dribble. Picks up her dribble there, hands it off to Seville, getting dangerously close to the out-of-bounds line. Pass to a wide-open Peterson against Sullivan. Sullivan maintained verticality, looked back at the ref, thought she fouled her. And instead it will be Greenway ball here. Ramirez a 3. Rims no good, no one there for the rebound. Sullivan again, able to get the block. And another block. It'll be traveling before the block. Sullivan forced it down low and turning it over, Chloe Hansen.
So we got Wold back into the game here for the Broncos now, and back at point guard.
Playing with 4 fouls, and they need her on the court. 38-30, 6:44. Valenzuela did give them some good minutes there, though.
Oh yeah, she did. She did fill her role.
Hannah Mark now in the game. Sullivan finds Olsen. She wants a 3. No. Rebound coming to Hannah Mark. She goes back up, and a foul on number 25, Chloe Hansen. That is the last one before the Broncos will find themselves in the bonus. It is a shooting foul for Hannah Mark, and she'll go to the line for 2.
And that was one of those situations she just had great position and came up with that board.
Unable to drop the first free throw. Lead stays at 8 for Greenway.
All right, I'll say it now. The Broncos haven't made a free throw in the second half.
No, they have not.
It's about time.
Wold and Olsen back in the backcourt. Mark, Lowe, and Sullivan, and there we go.
I'll take half that point.
The reverse psychology there, 38-31. Mark puts one up on the board. Seville to come across half court here, guarded by Wold and Mark. Nice little move down low, but ripped away. And almost a foul there. Clear to Wold. Catches the pass backwards. Now to Maddie Lowe on the right wing. Down low, Sullivan. Sullivan turns around. Maddie Olsen, she wants a 3. No, rims no good. And a foul will be called on Maddie Lowe. That is the 4th team foul for the Broncos, 6 for the Raiders.
You know, I think the Broncos have a little more time than they're thinking they do. I think they can slow it down. We don't need a bunch of 3-pointers. All we need is 4 2-pointers.
Looking to light up the crowd here. Pretty good crowd in attendance tonight as Seville takes the ball off the pick here. Dribbles baseline, runs out of room, flips to Ramirez, a jumper from 15. Seville there for the rebound, runs over Hannah Mark, and it's going to go against Mark. Seville to get the ball down low here. Let's see how many fouls that's on Hannah Mark, just her first. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and inbounds to Ramirez, now being marked by Maddie Lowe. Switching off now to Hansen, who is back in the game with 4 fouls against her. Hands off to Seville. And a double team there, another one on Hannah Mark. Teams evened up, 6 team fouls apiece.
Yeah, everybody's trying to push things a little bit too much right now. You don't just need to settle down.
They're all trying to make the play, and Hannah Mark will come out after back-to-back fouls. Dayton Bush replaces her in the lineup here. Lowe comes up against Seville on the out-of-bounds throw-in. She's able to find Hansen easily there. Dish off to Ramirez. Back now to Hansen. Picks up her dribble, down low to Hansen, and that one is stuffed away by Chloe Sullivan.
She's just casually knocking shots away now. Not going too aggressive and sending them into the bleachers or anything. Just being very careful not to pick up that fourth one.
And wide open in the corner, they missed her there. A 3 on the other side, no good. And fortunate for the Broncos, Hansen was not found on the inbounds play there. Lowe almost knocked it away. Instead, Seville does it herself off her own knee, out of bounds, Bronco ball.
Yeah, those long rebounds on those 3-point shots make it kind of tough sometimes. That's the conundrum the Broncos just found themselves in.
Seville to the bench. In comes Haley Peterson on the court now for the Broncos. Bush, Lowe, Olsen, Sullivan, and Wold. Wold maintains possession here from her own free throw line. Being worked on by Norris. She's able to cross the timeline now. Doubles back to her right-hand side. Lowe throws one inside, kicked away by Hansen. And we've hit the 5-minute mark. 7-point deficit for the Broncos, 38-31. With the next team foul for either team, they will both be in the bonus. Long inbounds to Bush. Maddie Olsen throws it down low to Sullivan. Sullivan puts it in herself, and the Broncos claw within 5.
I can feel the winds of change, Chris.
They're getting there, aren't they, Phil?
Yes, they are.
And it's Hansen across the timeline. She is able to find Hansen to Hansen. And inside, a nice little move to shake off Chloe Sullivan. And it's Nicole Ramirez.
I thought Sullivan almost came up with that steal right there.
Went for it all there. Wold across the timeline there. She finds Bush. Bush to Sullivan. She wanted the 3. That is her shot. Dribbles into the lane. Off balance. Off the glass. Rim's no good. Low there for the rebound. Was fouled. Ball knocked away. Maddie Olsen a 3. Hits it! And Olsen cuts it down to 4. The closest deficit for the Broncos here in the second half of action with 4 minutes to go.
Got to keep that pressure on them.
Ball down low to Hansen, is able to find Norris from the corner. No good. Low there for the rebound. Off and running is Holly Wold. Checks up from the left side of the 3-point line here. Now to Olsen. Slowing things down. Olsen throws left-hand side to Sullivan. She wants to go baseline into the lane. And blocking will be the call on Chloe Hansen. Sullivan to the line for 2.
Giving her 2 on that one, huh?
And she just, there at the end, threw the ball up. That might have been a continuation kind of thing in the NBA.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I think we had one official calling it on the ground and the other one saying, no, 2 shots.
And Sullivan's first rims out and then in. Cutting the lead to 3. Maddie Lowe takes a rest on the bench. Anna Windles comes in. Lowe gave him great minutes there, Phil.
Oh, yes. I'm almost surprised they're bringing her out at this point in the game just because of the defensive capacity she has and how she's been so impressive in the backcourt.
And the sound you hear is Sullivan's second free throw dropping 40. 38, 3:38 left on the clock. Broncos down 2. They're in the bonus. Seville, a huge possession, trying to extend their lead, protect their lead. Seville finds Sneaky from the right-hand side, throws up a 3, no good. Sullivan there for the rebound amongst the trees. Jump ball, no, they call foul.
Oh, jeez.
And will it be Bush? Will it be Sullivan? It will be Bush. That is her 3rd foul, the 7th on the Broncos. Both teams just now have eclipsed the bonus mark.
You know, I don't know how they call that when you get 2 players going for the ball. It seems just that just didn't seem like it was worthy of a call.
It may have been a foul there at the beginning, but they did start to tie up. And that's the only thing I can think of there, because at the point it was called, it was definitely a jump ball. In any case, Ramirez to the line for 1-1. She does make the first. She'll have one more on the way.
All right, I'll go ahead and say it, Chris. They've been making a lot of free throws tonight. They're shooting really well from the free throw line.
You and your free throws, Phil.
Yep, it's key to the game.
All right, 3:22 showing on the clock here. 41-38. Broncos trail. Ramirez is second from the line. There you go, Phil. Rebound by Windles and a quick foul against Chloe Hansen.
You know, for as fast as the game started off, it's kind of slowed down. I mean, we've had so many fouls in the last, period or half or last 2/3 of the game here.
What I think both halves really have come down to fouls. The Broncos fouled a lot to begin with, and then either team really got to 15 fouls at the end of that first half.
Oh, yeah.
Windles, the 1-1, rims it home. She's got a chance to make it a 1-point game. 3:20 left on the clock. Windles at the line. 41-39. That was the 8th team foul. Broncos creeping closer there to the double bonus. Rebound. Kennedy had a hand on it. Instead, it is outletted to Hansen now. Off to Seville, taking the ball off the court. Guarded by Windle. She gets the screen from Hansen. Still backs off here. Picks up her dribble. Needs help from somewhere. Windle's closing in. And timeout is the call by Schaffhauser Wright. 3:02 showing on the clock. 41-39 is your score. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and for the first time, YourLiveEvent.com.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Please stop in and see me, Tim Anderson, or give us a call at 218-283-4488.
Napa Falls Supply is your locally owned and operated parts store in the Falls, where you can always find quality parts and helpful people. Napa Falls Supply is open every day of the week to serve you. They're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays 8 to 5, and Sundays 9 to 3, with tools, accessories, popular brands, know-how, great deals, and all the great parts you've come to expect from Napa. Stop in and see Todd and the crew today at Napa Falls Supply, Highway 53, International Falls.
She's off to Hansen. She puts up a 3. Rims no good. Has not made one since the first half. And Windles, her second rebound in a row under the 3-minute mark. Broncos, a chance to tie or take the lead. Kennedy from the left wing. Dishes to Sullivan. She takes a dribble right-hand side. Olsen, now to Wold, top of the key. She dribbles back to the center circle. Lets the offense reset. Now Chloe Sullivan, right wing. Kennedy straight away. Opts not to take 3. Dribbles in. Long jumper. Rims no good. Windles in on the rebound. Had some contact. And they're going to say she threw it out of bounds there. No call.
Oh, gee.
And she was on her way to the ground, but she definitely had a body to help her. 2:26 left. Advantage Raiders, 41-39. This one has an overtime feel, Phil.
Yes, it does.
And looks like Maddie Lowe is at the scores table, getting ready to check in next dead ball. Kennedy Hansen from the right wing. Holly Wolf guarding her. Trying to back down Wold, unable to do so. Dishes off to Seville, being guarded by Windles. Here comes the double team with Wold. Cross court pass to Hansen, dribbles into the lane, throws one up. Sullivan there for the defense. Verticality rule there, and Wold off and running on the other side. Trailing is Olsen and Windles. Instead, Wold wants to hold the ball. She goes right wing. Now down low to Sullivan. Puts one up and clean block by Seville for what would have been a sure layup by Sullivan.
Almost. We were that close, tying it up.
Have not tied since earlier in the first half. It's Chloe Hansen with the ball from the right wing. Pass to Ramirez. Ramirez at the top of the key, being guarded by Wold. Heading off to Seville. 1:19 remaining. Doesn't look like they're in a hurry. Seville dribbles into the lane now. Pump fake on the 3 from Hansen. Holds on to Seville. Looks like they may have to foul here. 1:10 remaining. And they're in no hurry.
Yeah, this is one of those times.
Nicole Sullivan, a 3. Nothing but net. She was wide open, waited for the defender to come to her. and then popped the three. A 5-point lead for the Raiders. 55 seconds left on the clock. Broncos need to score. Sullivan tries the left side. Wold at three. The answer, she hits it. 45 seconds left on the clock. Broncos cut the lead to 2.
Her first shot and first points of the second half, and those were a big one. You know, like, I don't know, I started getting nervous when we got the Raiders down here throwing up three-pointers from 6 feet behind the line, and I kind of felt like, oh, no, I don't know how the Broncos are going to overcome this. And now here we are, back to a 2-point game now, and plenty of time left.
What an answer from Holly Wold.
Oh, yeah. You know, and I'll tell you what, I think, you can see them come out there, and you're going to see Maddie Lowe putting a lot of pressure on them. Her and Wold, they'll be putting the pressure on them and trying to force Greenway to make a turnover and go out there and win this one, girls.
We'll have to see what happens here. You are watching Bronco basketball on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com. Phil Talmadge, Chris Norton here in what is going to be a good one. 44.7 on the clock. Broncos trail by 2. Pressure by Lowe as Hansen takes the ball off the court, met by Wold. Takes the ball left-hand side across the timeline. She dribbles into the lane. Here comes the pressure, almost picked away by Sullivan. And the block from behind, it's Sullivan. She's got the rebound to Wold. Down by 2. Broncos have the ball. 25 seconds left. Wold dribbles to the center circle. Sets the offense. She goes left side. Sullivan down low to Olsen. It's tipped away, and a foul is called.
Oh.
But the Broncos at the line. It's been a tough get tonight.
Yeah, it has been tough. But we really need Maddie Olsen to make both these, or the Broncos to come up with a rebound.
16.6 seconds remain. And we've got a timeout by Jay Boyle. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Bronco basketball here on KGHS, RJ Broadcasting, and YourLiveEvent.com. Sorry, it's a full list. We're going to break.
Pre-planning your funeral can be difficult. It's about bringing those you love together in a time of loss, grief, and need. Green Larson Mortuary is here to help you create the most memorable and meaningful service anywhere and any way you want it. You can plan everything, including the place of celebration, day of the week, and time of the day. Musical selection, prayers and songs, and a dove, butterfly, or balloon release are also options. Take time to reflect on exactly what kind of service is appropriate for you and your family.
The Waschke Family GM Center reminds you that when you head out to do some shopping, please check here at home first. It's very important to all of us who call Borderland home, because our local small businesses not only provide goods and services we all need, they also provide jobs to many of our neighbors and friends. Shopping local makes sense for all of us. A community reminder from the Waschke Family GM Center, ready to help you with your transportation needs on Highway 53 South, International Falls.
Rebound.
Planning your funeral can be difficult.
The Waschke Family GM Center reminds you that when you head out to do some shopping.
Seville, and blocking foul will be called on Maddie Lowe. And the Broncos now will need some help. 14.3 remaining. 44-42 is your score. Going to the line will be Seville for the 1-and-1. That is the 8th team foul on the Broncos. There are 9 on Greenway. On the court now for the Broncos, Olsen, Sullivan, Lowe, Wold, and Kennedy. And Seville's first is good. Still a one-score game as Dayton Bush getting ready to check in for International Falls. She'll replace Maddie Lowe. One more on the way for Seville. And she knocks it home. Broncos will need 2 scores here, and timeout is the call from Greenway coach Sarah Schaffhauser-Wright. And she just wanted a quick timeout, didn't want the full thing, just wanted to give orders there. Well, now they awarded to her.
I think the Broncos ended up calling a timeout then.
Yes, it is. You are correct. 14.3 remaining, 46-42. Broncos had the chance to tie it 1-1 from the line. Maddie Olsen just unable to get the first one. Tons of pressure on that.
My dad used to always tell me free throws are the key to the game, and it's coming down to The free throws are kind of what's haunting the Broncos right now.
It's been the entire difference in the game. I mean, when we get to the post game, I know you've got it charted down there. It's been completely one-sided from the charity stripe.
Yes, it has.
So the Broncos will have to drive the length of the court, make a 2 or 3, foul or a steal, and score again. On the court, Bush, Wold, Kennedy, Olsen, and Sullivan inbounds to Dayton Bush. He's across the timeline, and it's over and back. It went off her shoe, and she tried to find Chloe Sullivan there, who is not yet down the court, trailing after the inbound. So with 10 seconds to go here, not looking good for the Broncos. They're going to have to foul. Izzy Valenzuela comes in, Holly Wold comes out. Broncos trail by 4 with 10.2 remaining. Seville to put the ball in play. She's able to find Ramirez, who holds on to it. Now goes to Norris. She's across the timeline now. Broncos need a foul. Instead, they're not going to until Sullivan comes up from the three-point line to lay a hand on Ramirez, who will go to the line for 1-and-1.
Yeah, and the way Greenway's been from the line, can almost count on it. Hopefully I'm jinxing them right now.
Well, we'll see. 2 on the way, but the Broncos trail by 4 with 2.4 remaining.
Yeah, not going to matter now, is it, Chris?
And it looks like a wasted opportunity for the Broncos. Bush comes down with the rebound, but will not be able. She did get a shot off there, but unable to get the half-court heave down. 46-42 is your final. We'll be back with the post-game show and feature your proud Bronco player of the game. If you can tell, I've been doing some LBF games as well. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on KGHS, RJ Broadcast, and yourliveevent.com.
The Sports Shop is here to let you know they've got all your hockey and figure skating needs covered with a large selection of skate sticks, equipment, bags, and accessories. If your child's feet are growing, ask about the skate leasing program with a guaranteed fit all season long, with your choice of new or used hockey or figure skates to lease or purchase. The Sports Shop also offers skate sharpening and riveting. And don't forget to pick up your Bronco apparel to cheer on your favorite player at the game. Falls High letter jackets are also in stock. The Sports Shop, downtown International Falls.
Thanks for listening to Bronco Basketball on KSDN KGHS Radio, your home for Bronco sports in the borderland. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by Domino's, Cape, the Falls Lumber Company, True Star Federal Credit Union, Stewart Super One Foods, the Border State Bank, Washke Family GM Center, Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the Outdoorsman Headquarters, Packaging Corporation of America, City Drug Health Mart, The Sports Shop, Rainy Lake Medical Center, the Falls Airport Commission, and by Hometown Hobby and Crafts.
It's time for our Proud Bronco post-game show, a complete wrap-up of tonight's game and other sports news from around the borderland. Tonight's Bronco post-game show is brought to you by Manco Trucking, the Washke Family GM Center, Cape, the Falls International Airport, True Star Federal Credit Union, Rainy Lake Medical Center, Studio B Flooring, Barajas, and by Stewart Super One Foods.
And welcome back in here from International Falls. Falling are the Broncos 46-42 in a tough one. Proud Bronco player of the game, Holly Wold, joins Phil Talmadge and I. Holly, it was tough coming down the stretch. Got to feel like you had some chances there.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely had our chances, but Greenway is just so aggressive. They're a good team.
Yes, they are. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's go ahead. Give her your headset real quick. We're just having a little trouble with the mic there. So I'm going to ask you again. You had your chances down the stretch. Got to feel like one kind of got away there.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely had our chances, but Greenway is a really aggressive team. They're very good.
And a little bit of foul trouble as well. What can you say about playing with maybe a different group of girls that doesn't necessarily play with each other a lot?
No, it's definitely it's a good experience. You never know what's going to happen in a game, so you just got to adjust.
And you've got Virginia on the way. What are you looking forward to in that one?
Virginia is always, it's a big game. We're always so close. We play them a lot, so it should be fun.
All right, Holly Wold, proud Bronco player of the game. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, and we've got a T-shirt for you as well, so go ahead and stick around with us. we'll be right back on the post-game show. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on KGHS, rjbroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Forecast. Night with a few flurries possible at times. Lows level off around 12. Southern winds around 5 miles an hour. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Chance of flurries. Highs around 27. Chance of flurries tomorrow night 18. Cloudy. I'm Derek Height from the Weatherology Weather Center on KGHS, your good time oldies station.
A message from CAPE, Koochiching Area Prevention and Education.
Be purposeful. We strive for a healthy community. Data taken from the 2019 PCN survey taken by 407 International Falls students show that most of the Falls High School students agree that drinking alcohol is never a good thing for teens to do. CAPE is working together to empower communities within Koochiching County. For more information, log on at capecoalition.com. Together we are strong. This ad has been funded by MNDHS Behavioral Division.
It's time to discover the new Buick lineup of craftsmanship and luxurious styling. Waschke Family GM Center has great deals on their expectation-shattering lineup, like the 2019 Buick Encore, size to fit the way your life moves, or go big with the 2019 Buick Enclave, tomorrow's SUV for today's family with seating up to 7. And of course, the 2019 Buick Envision. Versatility has found its style. Waschke's Family GM Center of International Falls. Visit waschkegm.com. Live like a pro.
Manco Trucking of International Falls is proud to be sponsoring the post-game report with our Little Fort Big Falls and International Falls student athletes. Manco Trucking is the perfect solution to all your hauling needs. Whether you have a big load or a smaller load, Manco Trucking will get it done. For all your truck and trailer repairs, contact Manco Trucking at 283-3898, located on the truck route, Highway 332 in International Falls.
Falls International Airport is an economic engine for our area. Daily commercial flights, along with private aviation, brings visitors from across the country to do business with local firms as well as vacation here. And the airport provides access for local residents to connect to the world as well as a wide variety of job opportunities. The new airport terminal makes travel comfortable, convenient, and many times cost competitive. Falls International Airport, giving you another travel option and strengthening the economic fabric of our community.
Welcome back here from International Falls one last time with Phil Talmadge. I'm Chris Norton. And if you missed it, we will have the interview with Holly Wold, our wasn't there.
Yeah, you know, the Broncos had a lot of tenacity tonight. They didn't give up. You know, despite losing their big player early on to foul trouble, you know, they fought back. They fought in. They stayed in it. They hustled. You know, passing wasn't great. Free throw shooting was kind of lacking. But in the end, they hung in there with the team that's on a heck of a streak. And so I think the girls don't have anything to hang their hat at or their head about. But you know, I think they can look back at this, and they're going to look back at it, and I think they're going to feel they could have came out with the win.
I think so too. But this Greenway team leaves on a streak of 10 wins in their last 11. But you've got to feel good. Lucy Kennedy's back in the fold. She was a spark plug there. Maddie Lowe had a really good defensive effort. Holly Wold had a great game, obviously player of the game. And I just feel like Chloe Sullivan never really got a chance to get going.
No, and I think that happens. You know, when you get in that early foul trouble, you know, Chloe picked up 3 fouls early in the game. She kind of, you know, ended up having to sit the whole rest of the first half. And, you know, she ended up coming on and getting some points. And, you know, but you didn't see that towards the end of the game, her wanting to take it over and make it happen. You know, that's what I've seen in the other games that we've worked together is I've seen Chloe Sullivan at the end of the game almost want the ball to finish it, like Michael Jordan used to do with the Chicago Bulls.
And you know what? Anna Windles had a nice game as well, and it was between her and Holly Wold for the player of the game. Both had really outstanding efforts. If we've got the final tallies on our stats here, let's go ahead and look at those.
Yeah, so the Broncos were led by Holly Wold. She scored 10 points. Chloe Sullivan ended up in limited play, ended up with 8 points. Anna Windles had 7. And Lucy Kennedy, as you mentioned earlier, she had 6, as did Maddie Olson. And Maddie Lowe, who was a defensive spark plug, no doubt, she ended up with 4 points herself.
So pretty solid effort there from the Broncos. And just very quickly for the Greenway Raiders.
Yeah, Greenway actually had pretty distributed scoring. They were led by Kennedy Hansen and Nicole Ramirez. They both had 10 points, and then they had Bailey Jo Norris with 9, and Chloe Hansen, or excuse me, not Chloe Hansen, Jody Seville with 8.
All right, well, that will go ahead and wrap things up on the Bronco post-game show. Thank you for joining Phil and I this evening. You have been listening to Bronco Basketball here on KGHS, RJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com. And remember,
You've been listening to our proud Bronco post-game